trade, train. Rise, trade, train. Rise, trade, train. Rise, trade, train. Okay, what's good? This video, I'm going to be talking about how food does affect your trading after a loss. But in the beginning, to start off with, I'm going to explain a scenario. So imagine you've woken up. Let's say it is a Tuesday morning, and you've had a long weekend preparing for the week, and you think, okay, I have waited a long while. Monday didn't look too fruitful, so I'm going to get in on a Tuesday, which is cool. So now, Tuesday, you wait for your setup. You see a setup, you take it. Setup isn't, the trade isn't best, and you take a loss. Now, at that moment, because it is early in the day, well, these are for my Londoners or everyone else who has trades early in the day. In London, well, literally it will be 7 a.m, do you know what I mean? So, I'm not going in the direction of revenge trading. I'm going to go into the direction of overeating. Do you know what? No. I was about to point proof and take my top off, but you've seen the picture in the thumbnail, so you know I'm leaning. I was speaking to someone yesterday about seeing is believing, so I was just going to literally just back off my top. But that's a why. So glare, okay. I've literally cracked my screen basically, guys, so when I move around you can see the glare. That's what it is. It's all refraction. Just crazy reflection. Alright, cool. So what does a heavy day look like? Okay. Well, if I go and take a loss, I could easily go and comfort eat. That is the main thing. I was gonna go, like if you're in London, you could go, I mean, I like Bodines, innit? But people don't like Bodines. I like Bodines. Yeah, you could go, the whole point, or what I was thinking was going to get a full rack of ribs, and, you know, just drowning in your sorrows type of thing, like, oh, I took the big loss, and not being disciplined and sticking to your usual eating routine. For me, like, it's early in the morning, so you got Adele weathers right now, and it's just, you know, back to London weather, so morning time, I've got banging tea, and do you know what I mean, keep it moving. There's never a time when taking a loss, when you want the money, is nice. So for all you traders who are individuals who say, oh, I don't want to do it now because I don't feel happy, so I'm gonna do it when I feel happy. That's the best time, when I feel like it's the right time. You see the tone that I'm using here? Like you, yeah? New Year's resolutions. Is that you, yeah? Cut it out. Yeah, I'm not serious at all. You're not serious. There's certain things that you say as an individual that when other people hear it, they don't say anything. And the reason why they don't say anything is because it's not serious. But you might be a type of person that isn't ready to hear that it's not serious. That's why you don't hear the constructive criticism. Or the person doesn't love you. Do you know what I mean? Or don't care. They just laugh at me. Sorry, God. Do you know what I mean? So be mindful of that. I spoke to someone the other day who was talking about wanting to have abs and stuff like that. And I just told him he's lazy. He needed to hear that. Do you know what I mean? And it's probably something that people haven't told him because England is for some odd reason so soft. If I tell someone they shouldn't have bought a car, they want to start crying. But people in my school specifically, I know at least 3 people have done this now, buying cars because, oh, I'm sad, I want to buy a car. I bought a flight. I mean, I guess for car people, innit? And car people, cars, foodies, food. Because I'm not a car person or a foodie. So, I guess that's what they would lean towards. So, alright, cool. Just for like sake of leniency and being nice, sympathetic and all the thing, then to be honest, you need to practice balance. Like, yeah, I drink a lot of tea in the mornings, but I wouldn't drink a lot of tea if, let's say for example, I've got a detail to do and I'm on a charge. Why, Dylan? Because of its diuretic properties, it's going to have me needing to do a wee. I'm not going to be trying to run into my client's house every 2 seconds because I need to use the bulk. That was crazy. So I'd mix it up, I'd balance it. The thing with balance, yeah. Let's say there's a scale, yeah. You've got I'm trying to think of how I was actually going to explain this with words. So you've got high and you've got low, yeah. The thing is, yeah, high, low, yeah. The thing is, if you do want to do something, you're most probably going to be on one spectrum, yeah, one or the other. But if you want to do something, you want to move towards the middle. Doesn't mean you should move to the other extreme. So just because I drink tea in the mornings, I wouldn't go from no tea at all. I just go to maybe 1, 2. I mean, mathematicians who do stats, you know, find your averages and all these things, modes and all these things, like, help yourself, like, what are the numbers? Usually when you start actually using numbers with your training, that's when you find fantastic results. Absolutely fantastic results. It is sneaky, or annoying, or weird, or long, or jarring, or all of these words when it comes to like counting calories, making sure you get the right protein intake. But the right protein intake for your muscles, the right carb intake for your energy, and then the right minerals intake for your whole hormonal balance. That's what we're doing. It's like when you're making a cake. If you go too much on a high, low. High, too much butter, you wouldn't want too much butter. You wouldn't want too little butter, you'd want just about the right amount. And for the people who have maybe the most simplistic perspectives or minds when it comes to digesting food, let's go to the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears. So the whole point of it was, it's just right, literally. So you want to find, from it being too cold, oh, too hot, oh, it's just right. Brilliant. That's where you need to be. But that's where you want to be with everything. Everything is about balance. Anything worth value in this life, this plane, you need to add value to. Just like your body. If you don't concentrate on your body, forget about it, it will waste away. If you don't forget about your relationship with your wife and you don't chat to her, she will move away. Yeah, everything needs to be topped up. Kind of like the half full, half empty glass, innit? But obviously that's just about your perspectives. That's just checking people's perspectives on like moods and stuff like that. So the if there was a word to summarize everything that I mentioned, it would be overindulgence. Overindulgence can happen when you don't get the satisfaction that you want from the chart. So you're looking at a chart. Let's say you lose within the first 5 minutes, boom, and you're doing like Kimmel says, you're doing 2 trades a day, 2 executions a day. So let's say, for example, today I take a London execution, it loses. I need to wait to New York for my next session. If I wake up early for a London session execution and I don't take away, then it could be like, well, from my earliest trading days, it would be really hard for me. I'd be struggling, like sitting on my hands and find something to do, probably burn it, run somewhere and try, like distractions and what have you. Nowadays, I'd probably drink a tea as I am now and talk to you guys about the chart. Speaking to you guys about the chart is actually good because it resets my mind. It grounds me a lot. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes right. Yeah. So one of them things. Definitely one of them things. Because after trades, I would usually, if it was a hard loss, what have you, then I'd go for a walk. But I understand now sometimes going for a walk doesn't work well. Now, why wouldn't it work well? Number one, I don't have anywhere to go. Number two, trying to do the content and talking to you guys, I'm still trying to figure out how to do it without spoiling my routines. And three, it's like the significant other that I'm with thinks that if I walk out, I'm storming out. So that's another thing to think about when you're trading as well. I'm with someone that's like such an absorber, I'm assuming. I can't give up flaming monkeys. I'm sure there's some, if you have a Reiki woman or something like that, I'm sure she has some word about what that stuff all is. Whatever. If you know it, cool, whatever. Yeah. So I would say as a man with a partner or as a woman with a partner, your responses to the charts can, not will, can be interpreted, well, perceived by a significant other. And at that point, who knows how it could be perceived? You smell me? So, bear that in mind. Somebody said to me the other day, he's a damn right rotten cheap, this guy. And yeah, damn right rotten cheap. And he has no respect for himself. Talking about losing. This is for the this is vulgar, so any children, yeah, remove them now. I've said it. So, man's all losing his virginity knowing that he will get an STI. Yeah? That low. That crazy. Outside, this boy. Rotted. Okay. Now you can bring him in now. So, he was talking to me about really wanting a family and stuff like that and settling down. That's what it's about. And I was just saying, yeah, that's good. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been in my situation longer than him. So, of course, like, you'd never put anyone's thing down. Do you know what I mean? But from my perspective, honestly, I didn't want to be a mood dampener, but I think my women are too young to. I don't know, is it too young or is it the time? Because I feel like back in the day, if you made money and you had a house, you'd be alright and you could just settle. But now, I think it's more, you need to, like, you got Gucci bags, like you got bags, you've got holidays, which are things that you did have before, but I think social media made women think that they can get it too, and I'll explain. Back in my day, if you were an 8 upwards, you'd get flown out or you'd receive certain amounts of attention. But now, if you're just a female, you should be flown out or you should get a bag. And it's not to say that I don't have eights or what have you, but I'm getting onto the fact that because I'm gonna speak very frankly, very blunt, because ugly girls get loads of stuff, it means that the nicer girls will get more stuff. So now it means that it's more expensive to maintain women, period. Just because the standards has gone up. So that standard of living, like inflation, you feel me? So these weak ass, stupid ass motherfuckers that be taking these girls out and doing a little baby and all of them, they've messed up the market, do you know what I mean? And thus, we've got a lot of my students paying for so many holidays all the time, jarring. And I mean, personally for myself, I find myself not arguing but disagreeing with materialistic decisions all once in this day and age. Like I'm always talking about holiday niggas, and I'm always talking about and I just mentioned something about car. Do you know what I mean? Materialism's really, really rife. And yes, it was there before, definitely, but like tricking for your girl wasn't that common. Then we all remember the part, it ain't tricking if you got it. Luda. Alright, cool. But even when he said that, those are the times when, like, this is something you can compare things mostly to. Those are the times when Snoop was doing crazy videos and Nelly was doing the credit card slide, you know? Times where that was like, but now, I don't know. Well, let's say, I don't know, but now we're doing LGBTQI, LMNOP, and all the extras, so maybe it would be the wrong thing to do, kind of shifting after it. But it's like, no, again. The game's changed, and it's hella superficial, but I mean, you gotta have a take-like approach to it. Just make the money. If there's a problem, make the money. If there's a problem, make the money. And when I say make the money, guys, if you feel like you can't make any money and you're stuck, what you will eventually find 6 months down the line or whenever it takes is you need to sacrifice something else. So if you're stuck and you can't think, run your mind through your sacrifices, what else do you need to sacrifice? It's usually going to be time. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I have to sacrifice training sometimes I used to sacrifice training to go to work or something, or doing a night job or something. Those were things I would do. Do you know what I mean? When I was young, I was in the gym. And then as I got older, maintaining the house and stuff, stopped all the gym late sessions to go and do evening work. Do you know what I mean? It's a ride a pair of dominoes and stuff like that. But those would be the times when I'd be in the gym training, 24 hours gym. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there, team. Thank you for your time. Watch what you eat.